Everything has a bright side. Today we're going to talk about one of the laws of the universe, which is my favorite one, the law of polarity, which states that everything has an opposite side or a pole. But we're going to talk about the opposite side of the negative things that, and by negative I mean things that we personally don't like or things that makes us uncomfortable, because I don't like to say a bad thing happened to me, because it's all in how I choose to see it and how you choose to see it. So let's talk about when something negative happens in our lives and we have no idea what to do with it because it's just so hard and uncomfortable that it's hard for us to see it as a good thing. And I'm gonna put an example about my own personal life that just happened recently. Okay, I got into the hospital, unfortunately, because I got sick. I had an episode of a panic attack and psychosis, no fun, but I ended up in a hospital. And then after the hospital, I needed treatment, right? So I had to stay home for a couple of weeks. And I was frustrated because I was almost done with school, cosmetology school, almost done with it. I was just like so happy with my journey that I already had started. And all of a sudden, it's a pause. Disculpen. Why am I just... Let me start again. So I'm back. That was too good for me to cut it. So I'm just gonna let y'all know that my nose is not cooperating right now. Okay. Anyways, back to, as I was saying, I was frustrated because I left feeling very, very stuck and kind of like in this recovery, treatment, whatever. And one day I was doing a lot of dots in one of my notebooks, bored with my life. And my dad came up to me and he was like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm making dots." And he's like, "What are you making out of them?" And I'm just like, "Nothing, I'm just making dots." And he was like, "No, that is not what you're supposed to be doing. If you are making dots because that's what you want to do, then tell me what you're doing with it. Create something out of it. Okay, if you want to make dots, make a sun that is full of dots. If you want to make dots, make like a moon and a moon full of dots, right? Make something out of it, right?" And that was so deep now that I think about it, because he was literally telling me to make something great out of my situation, right? It's not about the dots only, but about everything, about me feeling stuck and having all of this time, okay, to myself, to recovery. And what could I make out of it, right? So I like to write, but I had stopped writing because I was in school, I was busy, I kind of like forgot about journaling and writing poems and all that. So I started back journaling. Okay, I started back writing my poems, and I ended up making an ebook and a book, ebook, book, whatever. I made a book. Okay, that's the point. People can download the book and they can also order it. That's why I'm like ebook and book, whatever. The point is that I grabbed all of these poems that I have written and I made something great out of it with all of the time that I have here at home. And I'm also making a video for YouTube, okay? But the point is that I made something great that excited me, that made me happy, that made other people happy too, to see me, writing back again, finally. I made something positive out of the feeling stuck, not knowing what to do with my time, feeling sick and frustrated. And I made something positive out of it. And what I'm trying to tell you is that it does not matter your situation right now. It does not matter what you're going through. I'm telling you, there's a law, okay? There's a law of the universe that says that everything has two sides, honey. And you got this. You got this. I'm telling you, you got this. You don't need to know the why right now. You don't need to know why it's happening. You don't need to know whose fault is it. Don't try to blame yourself with what's going on in your life, because it's not happening at you, it's happening for you. Okay? Don't ever forget about that, because life plays its tricks on us, right? To test us and to also let us know that we have learned our lesson, right? Because last year, I went through something very similar and I ended up recovering for like a whole year after I got sick. And nothing great came out of that, right? I didn't make an ebook. I didn't wrote any poems that I ended up publishing. But hey, I learned so much from it. And now this time that something similar happened, I ended up feeling frustrated and stagnant for a shorter amount of time, because I realized that I had time to do whatever I wanted to do that was going to make me feel better and recover, okay? And we all can learn from our mistakes, and we all can learn what mistakes? What am I saying? No mistakes. We all can learn. We all can learn. I'm practicing English as I'm saying it. We all can learn from every single thing that happens to us and from the struggle. We can learn from the struggle, and learning, it's something very positive. So if there's something that you're struggling with right now, ask yourself, how can you learn from this situation? Don't ask yourself, why, God, are you putting me in this situation? I need to know right now all of the details, and why did I do, and what did I do to deserve this? No, that's a lot of stress and a lot of information that you don't need at the moment. You just need to know, hey, God, what can I learn from this? And you're gonna start, your brain is going to start looking for evidence of what you want to believe, okay? This is very powerful, actually. If you want to believe something and you tell your brain, hey, this is how it is, I can learn something from it, from this, your brain is gonna start looking for information, positive stuff, okay? Be very specific. I want to learn something positive from this. I want to get better from this. I want to become a better version of myself today out of this struggle. How can I do that? Show me. Everything has a bright side, and we all can learn. We all can learn from everything and get the best out of everything. Have that positive mindset and know that you can learn out of every single thing that happens in your life, and that you can become a better version of yourself, and that you can take and make the best out of everything. Okay? Okay, I love you. Bye.